Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits.
Smoke weed every day.
Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the welcome to Gobbletastic Thanksgiving or whatever. I don't even know what day it is anymore. I know it's Thanksgiving because I had to go visit my family briefly, and I took over some stuff. Look at all them gobbles. I don't even know what's happening. We have like a level 5 hype train that I'm pretty sure it's a level 5 hype train that like less than. Oh, no, there was a decent amount of people that were did. Never mind. I missed this thing wasn't loading, and I was like, was that like a hype train comprised of literally just like 4 people? I don't know. It is Thursday. It's Thanksgiving. Look at that, man. Went and visited my folks.
Welcome to Bitter Bits.
Erica made dressing, and then I made some sriracha tahini greeny beanies and some spiced apples and stuff, and took that over. That was. What the actual fuck is going on? Whoa. That was a lot. There was a lot going on. What is happening to? Also, those hands on that bard are kind of gross. I'm not going to lie. He's looking like... Honestly, that bard looking like something out of fucking Bulgarian Treasure Planet. He's like... Go away, black dog. Go away and leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Smoke weed every day.
Honestly, I think that's the most disturbing part of Bulgarian Treasure Planet is just it's the noises, right? It's not even really the spoken dialogue, because that does sound human. I think it's more like, I don't know, man. There's something about it. There's something specific. I don't know what it is. Why my sci-fi space game turned to high school anime? Because everything's got to become high school anime, or else... What's the point, right? That's got to be a high school anime. And if it's not really, are you even living? Are you even living if not high school anime? I know, right? Anyway, there's all kinds of absolutely okay. There it is. I was like, I feel like there's gonna be an answer to this, and it is it's a wild. What do you mean? Wait, stop the train. I'm here. You already on. You in? You don't have to worry about that. The gift sub apocalypse has happened. I looked up Billy.mp4, and apparently there's one where there's like a beaver like doing some shit. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I really don't. Everything's very confusing. Speaking of confusing, though, just to preface what this is, for anybody who's never been here for a Thanksgiving stream. Sometimes depending on what we do that year, sometimes they're very small. But the intent of these is, I know, especially given the circumstances with everything going on in the world, there's a lot of folks who have not been able to spend a lot of time with their families, or you don't have anybody to spend it with currently anyway. And the holiday streams, as always, are intended for, obviously, everyone's welcome. But, the main thing I'm always thinking about when it comes to this is the people who have no one to spend these holidays with, because whether or not you like the holidays or anything like that, it still sucks to, be alone on a Christmas or a Thanksgiving or this or that or whatever it is, right? It always feels crappy. So it's good, I think, to at least try to extend an open invitation to people to come and hang out. And even if it's people who maybe, you know, it's not limited to people who don't have anything and don't have people to spend it with, because it very well could be a situation where the people you do spend it with drive you fucking crazy. So, you know, there's that too. So, you know, all that being said, obviously everybody's welcome here, and want to make sure that people don't feel alone on Thanksgiving. Because obviously, I gotta head out. Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, Tired Dad. Living up to the name, actually. That's really good. I like the idea that Tired Dad's like, I gotta fucking go. I'm wiped. I'm out of here. See you later. See you later. I can't go. But have a good night, buddy. There's a lot that's happened too on the gift sub side of things here, and the hype train and everything in general. I think we had like a 500% hype train before we even stopped. So that was pretty wild. I don't know. This is what the magic of gift subs and kind people is, that you look at it and it's like, we got like 70 people here, and it's like, we have literally doubled that in gift subs, as a matter of fact, which is frankly pretty stupid. It's crazy. It's a wild, wacky ride. Made your first attempt at a Basque cheesecake. Felt like such a big kid. Dude, making food and like taking it to like a family gathering is like, it's like this moment of like pride, but it's also this strange moment where you finally have the brain click that says like, oh my god, I'm actually one of the adults that brings shit now. You know, that's, I felt like that earlier as we were taking those like pans, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, got 2 dishes and a dessert, and you know, I was like, fuck. I was like, we're the adults that bring stuff. However, people were very, very pleased with the stuffing, and then my green beans. Erica did a good job with the stuff, and people were asking like what was in the green beans and stuff, and it wasn't a big thing. It was the same. It was just mostly just family or whatever. So, like immediate. There were a couple additional, but I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't. We didn't have like 50 people piled in there. You know, it was pretty quiet because it's a weird Thanksgiving, because they're a very like big group, big cook stuff. But like my mom used to be the ringleader for all that. So we all tried to do it together this year because my mom passed away in January. So like tried to kind of, I think it's been like a year-long thing coming too, right? Where like people are trying to kind of pick up the slack where she would have normally done it. You know, so we kind of divvied out like who was going to make what. And frankly, it actually ended up being pretty nice. It was very relaxing. It was very calm. And, yeah, it's always tricky, I guess, because then you're dealing with people who have fairly rhythmic holiday traditions. And, you know, that massive shakeup is always a big deal. And that's on top of this entire year too. It's been crazy, right? Like there's just so much that's happened and all this stuff that, like, you know, you look at it and you're just like, God, there's so much that has gone down, and then you just add all this other shit on top of it, and it's like, here it is. Anyway, my hair's driving me nuts today. I know it probably looks like relatively normal, but I don't know what it is. It is actually driving me insane. I didn't have my beans like
To burn at the knees.
payday, motherfucker. I gotta go through, and I've got to thank everybody for, because it's a day of Thanksgiving. So I need to go through and thank everybody extra hard for everything that they do. I was actually going to fire up... We haven't seen Billy.mp4 in a while, and I was actually thinking about firing that up real quick. Because I feel like, before we get into this, like, this is important, right? Like, I think that this is... important. So we're going to fire up Billy.mp4, and we're going to...
Come on, Billy, cut it out. Billy, where are you?
Welcome to Bitter Bits.
God, the music just straight rips.
Go away and leave me alone, black dog.
Welcome to Bitter Bits.
Okay, so like right there, this is what I'm talking about with Billy.mp4, right? This is what kills me. I want you to listen to that grunt he does right here. This is the shit that really freaks me out. Like listen to the grunt he's got on that pivot.
Black dog.
And then here. Like what is that? What was the direction there? They're just like, okay, can you just make it seem like you're kind of pleasant, but like, you know, it's just like you gotta look at. There he goes. Gunning his ass down. I just never quite understood, like, what the... Look at how nonplussed he is. He's just sitting there just... He's absolutely murdering this man, and he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care. And you know what's even weirder? Is after this shit goes down, like... They end up, like, killing that man. Like, because he looks at, like, he, like, touches the black spot or something. I don't know what it is. Man touches the black spot or, like, sniffs it or some shit. Like, they gotta kill him. Because, like, I guess if you sniff the black spot, whatever, I don't even know. But the point is, I got a lot to say thanks to all these people for, and like, I mean, why does it look like a cartoon gone wrong? Because that's exactly what it is. That dude apparently went on to go make like other things that were like not garbage, which I'm just frankly stunned by that man got work ever again. Period. Yeah, there are people who... I cannot believe there are people who have not seen the sweetness of Bulgarian Treasure Planet. I hope you had a great day, Zaris. I hope you all had a great day. Anyway, I was actually making a small pizza because I have a related to this. Don't do anything else crazy. I'm gonna go grab this. Don't do anything else crazy. Y'all have already done enough crazy. Listen to the soothing sounds of the music, and I'll be back here in like 2 minutes. So just...
Welcome to Bitter Bits. Welcome to Bitter Bits. Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Go away and leave me alone, black dog. Anyway, so yeah, the reason I'm making a little pit... What happened? What happened while I was gone? Something happened, didn't it? Damn it, I forgot to turn off the dang microwave. All right, check it out. All right, so you're probably thinking, Nick, why are you making a little pizza on Thanksgiving? Well, I didn't have too many options to eat. Like I had the green beans I made and like some rolls and like some rice, and that was at like 1 o'clock. So I'm like, or 2 o'clock. So I'm like relatively hungry. Anyway, I have to start at the beginning. I have to literally, this is what I have to do. I have to read through this list because y'all are ridiculous. I have to put this entire list up on the main monitors so I can read through this. So, I have to say thank you to everybody. I don't know what happened, but we're going to get to it. So I guess I'll be pleasantly surprised to see what ridiculousness people have done. The first sub of the night was Faulkner with 56 months in a row. Thank you, Faulkner, for hopping back aboard the bus. I hope you enjoy the ride because the ride never ends. And I hope you're having a good, normal day because in Brazil, it's a normal day. It's not Thanksgiving. They did not murder Native Americans. At least to my knowledge. They may have. I have no idea. I don't know. But thank you, Faulkner, for the resub. I appreciate it. And then we had Imperator with the 24 months, 2 years, says back on the bus. Gobble, gobble. Which we got Bitter Gobble back, so make sure you smack Bitter Gobble as much as you can, because he ain't going to be around for long. I just brought him back because it's Onks Gibbs, so And then we had Dogma with the 40 months in a row. Thank you, Dogma. Thank you for hopping back aboard the bus. Hope you enjoy the ride, because the ride never ends. Crazy person. Steve gifted out an entire year of sub to Combi, which is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. 16 months there. I guess you're on for 28 months, Combi, because you basically didn't get a choice. It's like, welcome aboard for an entire year. Welcome to the Ingrid. I am your friend. And then we had Luigi with the $1, who I think may have kicked off the hype train. I'm actually not entirely sure. Regardless, thank you, Luigi, for the first donation of the night. I really do appreciate it. And then King Boo gifted out 50 subs, which is stupid. That's crazy. And then Steve gifted out 13 subs. I'm sorry, King Boo with the 50, Steve with the 13. Then King Boo with another 1. Then Iwake with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Iwake. I appreciate it. Thank you, Steve, King Boo. But I ain't done. Mr. Roboto with the host for 1 view. Thank you, Roboto. I appreciate it. And then King Boo with another 50 gifted subs. Putting him up to too many is the number. Then Terminus with $1 says, run that train, folks. Run it hard. Thank you, Terminus. Welcome back. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. Dives, thank you for the follow. Jigakuro with $1. Putting a hot Twitter link. I don't even know what it is, but it says impregnated goblin. I can't even process that right now. Jigakuro, thank you. Steve with the 52 gifted subs. Luigi with $1. Zaris gifting out a sub to Druid Otaku. Panic with the 38 months. Tier 2 says, greeting, bitter brethren. It is I. The chicken hath returned from the trials of moving. Well, it's good to see you, Panic. Welcome back to this chaos. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being great. And then we had Zaris with the $5.05 says, payday, motherfucker. I hope you have been having a great Thanksgiving despite how shitty this year's been. It actually was pretty good. Like I said earlier, you know, like for my family in general, it was first Thanksgiving without mom and all that stuff. But I think we did pretty good. Like, you know, it's the first one since I had been back too. Because remember, I didn't talk to my family for a long time, and it was pretty relaxed. It was very calm, and it was actually pretty good. I mean, it was good. It wasn't like there weren't a million people there. It was really small, and it was okay. I think it was good, and it was nice to actually like contribute to it and everything like that. So thank you, Zaris, for asking. Okay, I keep the gobble gauntlet. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it the gobble gauntlet. Then we had Zach after Zaris with 27 months says, hey, you gobble these nuts. It's not actually what he said, but that's what I'm saying he said, because that's pretty good. But he did just say, hey, you. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. Gunslinger with the 21 months. Thank you, Gunslinger. Caterpixie with the 26 months. And then Steve with the 2 gifted subs. King Boo with the 3 gifted subs. Exertion with $290. To, like, this number? Right here? This one? Why? Y'all are ridiculous. Like, this is a ridiculous spread. Thank you, Exertion. I appreciate it. You're nuts. Y'all are all crazy. Dogma gifting a sub to Deku the Screw. And then Zero Maru with the 28 months. And thanks again to Zaris for my gift sub. I really appreciate it. There is so much in here that you guys are just all... So many reasons you guys are wonderful. Thank you all for always supporting this stream, coming here, chatting, doing nice things, gifting subs to people, sending people games, doing this. Y'all do so much for each other, and you do so much for me. Thank you so much for being here. I know it was a little bit late. I was trying to wrap some stuff up. But all of that in there, between the massive gift subs with King Boo and Steve and Iwake doing gift subs and Exertion and Zach and Gunslinger and Zaris and, you know, Luigi and everybody. If I missed you in there, which I hopefully got everybody in that. But, like, all of you guys, thank you so much for always being super supportive. And I really do appreciate it. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know what I'd do without you all. I got to talk about all of you today a good bit, as a matter of fact, because I got to talk about my job. I get to do that every time I see folks, and it's always interesting because I swear to God, I've explained it to the older folks sometimes, multiple times, and the best way I've ever been able to describe it is it's like a radio show that's like crowdsourced, and they're just like, okay, like I tell people sometimes, I'm like, it's kind of like a comedy thing, like we joke and we laugh and like, but I'm always hesitant to say like comedy thing because you never want to mention that you do anything comedic because then somebody's like, tell me a joke, and I'm like, good. I'm like, y'all ever hear the one about the duck that went swimming for too long? Seriously, have you ever heard that one? I've never heard one like that. Maybe one day I will. Anyway, thank you guys so much for everything. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for always being supportive. Thank you for always being here. I know we, I try to say thanks as much as I can to everything. I mean, I look at these ridiculous numbers of subs and donations and things like that, and you guys are all very generous. Thank you so much for always keeping me in business and keeping me afloat and everything. I'm making it to where I have no idea how to describe my job sometimes. Yeah, Panic, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's probably what it means. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe one of them's watching, because they did once again ask what it was exactly, so maybe one of them's lingering around in the background or something like that. I don't know. They're good people for the most part. I mean, they're good people. It's just sometimes we don't agree on everything, but anyway, I wanted to say thank you to everybody, and I know it's probably the right day. I mean, I tried to do that every day, but I figure it's a day that's strictly around that of being thankful for the things we have, and there's a lot I do. The world's stressful. It can be a depressing place. This year's especially been really difficult for a lot of people. I mean, for everybody. And then you look at like the specific things that happen in your personal life versus like the overarching big picture stuff, and it just adds up, and it just adds up, and it just adds up, and it's been a rocky road for everyone. And I want everybody to know that you always got a place here. I know that people are still quarantined, and people are still keeping it safe, keeping the gatherings to a minimum, and like all that stuff, and like all that together. You're never alone. You always got this place. Big feels time, but you always got a spot here at the Bits Thanksgiving table. I try to always do these holiday streams just to make sure that I'm here, and I was kind of talking about that on the way back, because I was like, I don't want to miss this, because it's something that's important to me, and I know it's important to some people out there too. And even I don't even care, even if it's only important to 3 people, right? If those are 3 people that felt really lonely and really out of the loop on Thanksgiving, then mission accomplished. We did it, right? We opened up a space. You guys are here. I'm here. We're doing the thing. And maybe even that, because I always look at it like this, like, even if it's a person that is not even talking or anything, right? I mean, like, you look at that and chat. I mean, it's like that, because that's the thing you got to remember is, like, sometimes there's people lurking who maybe they're just hanging out. They don't have anything going on right now, and like they're just bummed out. God, I've fucking been there. Like, and you just bummed out. You just feel like you got nothing happening, and like, but you got there. I mean, the only reason, like, and I tell you guys all the time, I don't understand why people go crazy with donations and subs and stuff. Like, I don't understand the value, because people can tell you what they value about whatever it is you're doing, but sometimes it's hard to wrap your head around that. But the thing I can understand for sure is when people say like, hey, going through a rough patch, this has been a crappy week or whatever, thanks for streaming, and just kind of being there, like that level of consistency. Because I can remember things like that were little lighthouses of consistency or entertainment in a really crappy time, right? And I mean, it could be the most just whatever thing, but for some reason that's what does it. And so when people tell me that kind of stuff, like, even if it's somebody who doesn't even talk in chat, but they watch all the time, and then like bummed out, Thanksgiving, holidays suck sometimes, whatever, I'll make sure that, like, let's fire it up and let's have some people hanging out, because I know at least a few people will be here, and I know I'll be here. Even if it's like 15 people watching, and that person doesn't say a word, if they feel like maybe their holiday wasn't so shit and they got to spend it with some folks, and I guess we did pretty good, right? So it's a big win. So I appreciate you all being here, and I hope for anybody out there that's feeling a little bit lonely, you don't have to be anymore, man. We're here. We're gonna do it. We're gonna laugh at video game and yell at shit. And video game is really a backseat. That's not what we're that's not what we're focused on. I'm gonna be poking around in that, but I'd love to hear like stories and stuff about your day, if you went and hung out with your folks or whatever, or if you didn't, and what you did today. Like, I mean, and And if you want to share something positive, because, you know, some days are good for that, just to share something maybe, because it's been a rough year, share something that's good that's happened. There's always something going on, right? Like, you always share something that's good that happened. That may put you in a little bit more of a positive space to think of maybe it ain't all bad, you know, all the time. Thankfully, there's bright spots. So, anyway, if I missed anything in any of the resub messages or donations or anything like that, please tag me again and use like the highlight thing so I can track that. If you don't mind. I think everybody's got everybody's got a surplus of channel points at this present time. But yeah, if I missed something, please let me know. There was another $1 from Jigakuro here. He's saying words. He says, ironically, I was planning to be alone today, but because of my mom's heart attack, my other mom that was here to pick her up at the time, to drive home 2 days away is, well, still here. So I actually got to eat with a family person. That's pretty good. That's kind of like a strangely kind of like worked out, right? This is Ice KV. The one-ups. This is from Donkey Kong Country 1, I believe. It's on the it's actually on the list. Just filter by artist and go to the one-ups. You should see it in there. But anyway, you know, I mean, it's a bad situation, but there's something good that came out of it, right? And your mom's doing better from what you said the other day, I think, and hopefully that's still continued. Super thankful for y'all. I lurk a bunch, and I'm not the most sociable person, but having a place to just sit and chill is such a blessing. Dude, I know I've been there with other things. That's why I can understand that. Like, there's things that I just pop on sometimes, and I'm like, I'm glad this is happening. Like, you know what I mean? And like, and some of it's like YouTube stuff sometimes, and I'm like, this person doesn't even know, but I'm thankful that this is here, right? And that's, you know, that's an important thing. You know, sappy. Oh, you wait for New Year's. New Year's is when I like draft up like a skeleton for a speech to make sure that I can give a proper speech to sum up the year. And I've already been writing down notes for 2020 and a way to ride that bad boy through and have a better year next year. So, hopefully anyway. And mostly just Cirque, but having you guys for background noise while I chill out is a blessing, considering this is my first real holiday without my grandma, so it was a rough one on me and my family. I'm sorry to hear that, Saito, but how did you guys do anything? Or did you just camp out at your place? I made a pun so bad, my sister just straight up told me to get out of her apartment. She was gonna put you on the streets of New York for a pun? Damn, that's savage. My in-laws came to help us clean up the old house, but it turns out we still had quite a bit left to move. We spent the day driving back and forth from the old house to the new one. You know what? That might seem kind of like crappy at first, but I kind of love the idea of that, because you guys are probably always going to remember that Thanksgiving then. Some of the Thanksgivings and shit like that where like weird stuff happens, like, those are the best ones sometimes, because you're never going to forget it, right? Shit'll just carry forever. I know, right? Coffee, I don't think you guys will push me. I'm sorry, I've been up for like a long ass time, and I'm gonna do my best to go as long as we can tonight. So, I'm pretty white though. I'm gonna try to get some food because I didn't really eat a lot earlier because mostly ate some green beans and stuff like that. Shit as this year has been, it's been great for me. I bought a house, met a wonderful person I've really connected to. Hoping next year's even better. That's amazing, Druid. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some good stuff. Always. There's always there, and some people are having better years, even with the whole pandemic bullshit going on. It's still possible, right? So she asked why would Death want ramen, and I said to keep the meat off his bone. God. What's up, Shahrasad? How's it going? No, I've got a lot more to talk about that hopefully is inspirational about 2020, about just trying to focus on the positive. Give me the best day, but I'm making it. Gonna have to try to figure out some of Mom's recipes because the rest of the family can't make them. Why can't they make them? They could totally make them, right? Or do they not want to make them? Do they feel like they can't do it? Jay says, "Hey guys, just got in. Hope everyone's having a good day. Thanks for being an awesome community. Even if I'm out most of the time, I always have a great time hanging out with all of you." Dude, Jay, you are such a valued member of this community for Many reasons. You're nice. You're a nice guy. First off, you also do shit like this. Like you draft up the most banging ass Chufa I've ever seen in my life. And as it turns out, Chufa didn't die. What a fucking unit. Like what a unit. What an absolute god. If anybody missed Chufa, it was a blue squirrel in Ardenweald. And he showed up in the first like 5 minutes of Ardenweald. And we all decided that we were going to protect Chufa with our lives because he was basically he was the best ever. Chufa was an absolute fucking legend. And so Jay was kind enough to draw us a bitchin' ass Chufa. So that's pretty good. I love it. But I mean, Jay does his art is wonderful. He's drawn some amazing things quickly too. I mean, like real quick. Some of the stuff he's cranked out, like I always remember like the Snondle Goose Moving Company, right? I mean, like this was when we were doing Radical Relocation. And I'm just sitting there like a dumbass, and I'm just like, well, what do we call the moving company? I'm like, I'm calling it Snondle Goose. This man picks up the pen and just draws the Snondle Goose Moving Company logo, keeping your basketball safe since 1957. And it's like, what a rapid fire response, and it's incredible, like how fast that was. And I was like, that's a real ass logo. Like I would put that on a truck and be unbelievably proud of Snondle Goose. Wouldn't you? If that was my moving company, I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. Slap that on the side of a flat box ass truck. Like, there he is. Like, there he is. Can you imagine how excited people would be if it was time to move? Like, you're moving your house and they're like, oh, there goes Snondle Goose. And it's like, woo! I mean, they'd love it. How could you be upset about Snondle Goose? You can't. Snondle Goose cuts you off on the highway. You don't care. It's Snondle Goose. Like, it's amazing. Put it up on the fucking wall. Yeah, I may or may not have lost a friend. I don't know where our relationship stands. Lost my great uncle. Grandma got lung cancer. Still can't find a job. Next year I turn 18. See, there is a bright spot there. Like you're gonna be turning 18. That's a big year. God, I'm old. It's a big year. It is. There's a lot. Some people are like, oh, things are about to say. Things do change. And I'm sorry to hear about the relationship, the uncle, and your grandma. I hope he's a great uncle from the sound of from what you said. So hopefully he lived a long life and a happy one. And I hope your grandma's lung cancer is manageable. And I hope you figure out what's going on with the relationship situation. Congrats on turning 18 next year. That's exciting. Dufay says didn't have a terrible day, or rather, congrats on turning 18 soon. Didn't have a terrible day, but over the past few weeks, I've developed an autoimmune problem, and my doc thinks it might be arthritis. Can't use my hands a whole lot. I'm in good spirits. Glad you're streaming. It helps keep me distracted from the pain. Love y'all. Dufay, I would actually recommend maybe pinging Erica about that. She knows a lot about that stuff. I think her mom has like not osteoarthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis, I think. But there's the positive of this is that there are a ton of treatments for it now compared to what there used to be. It's kind of like Crohn's and colitis. They didn't have shit for it years ago, and they have more now to try. So I hope they're able to figure out something with that. You're welcome. I always try to stream whenever I can for this kind of stuff. So thank you for that. Hey, Julian. Speaking of other crazy art, man. I'm turning 32 next Friday. I know, man. I'm just dying. Very little that happens before 18 has a large long-term impact. Turning 18 is a big deal, though, man. Like, especially in some countries. Like, that's a lot of stuff that suddenly becomes available to you. So, rheumatoid, right? Yeah, no, she knows a lot about that. I don't know a ton about it myself personally. But that's I know she knows a bunch about that. I mean, I have an autoimmune thing too, but I don't really know a ton about like the arthritic stuff. So, I'll take a look at that fucking cliff on the Bitboard. I'm in third with $20. That is serious. You've got Exertion at 592, King Boo at 476, and then Chigakuro at $25. He's like, yo, check out the cliff. Hey, man, I don't give a fuck. You know what the cliff indicates? That cliff indicates that, like, there are at least enough people supporting this show in some way, shape, or form that there can even be a cliff in the fucking first place. I am fortunate to have my cliff. I mean, like, God, I don't care if the cliff was $50 to $10 to $1. Dude, that means people still support what I'm doing, and, like, I can keep trying and keep growing and everything, so I'll take my cliff. Especially on the gift subs, too. The gift subs are, like, the same way. It's pretty funny. That's not really accurate, though. Like, that's not super fair, because the gift subs only count individual units. That doesn't count when people do, like, fucking gifting out, like, 6 months or 12 months or anything like that. I don't think it actually counts all that. Which, some people are doing that, and it's crazy. Keo with the $25 says, sent you the message that goes with this in a Discord DM. You can read it on stream if you want. Okay, I got it. Kia says, on this day of thanks, I'm very thankful for you in this community. You do so much for people, and you always say that you don't deserve all the money and bits people give you, but you do. Not everyone's comfortable with saying the words thanks or don't know how to express it, but can say it money, bits, or subs. You built such a wonderful, all-inclusive community, and I, for one, am glad I found it. I'm sure there are some who lurk who would like to say thanks, but don't have the courage to do so. So let this do that for them, or let this do it for them and for me. Thanks for being there, being you, and just doing what you do. Yeah, that is so sweet. Thank you so much. That means the world to me. It really does. I thank you for saying that. Seriously, that is incredible. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a wonderful individual. You've been so kind and helpful to people, and, you know, always friendly, always welcoming, and all that stuff. So thank you so much for being the person you are, and being super generous and kind, and very friendly with everyone. And I really do appreciate that. That was a very sweet thing to say. And then King Boo, because someone needs to stop him, because he apparently was like, oh shit, I guess I'll just round it out at fucking $500 because who cares, right? Thank you, King Boo. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Kia. You're both wonderful. And all that being said, like I said, I wanted to... oh, does it, Zaris? I was under the impression that it didn't. That's great, man. That's super cool. Sabbatical, that's awesome, man. And but thank you guys again for everything. Thank you to everybody who's donated. Thank you to everybody who's done the gift subbing thing and all that. And just talking and hanging out. We can't stop him. No, we can't. What did Jigakuro say a second ago? I like how the addition of exertion somehow pushed me into livable wage. I was like, wait, what? I was alive before that. I was okay. I was like, listen. It was like, I'm not going to say that, like, I don't appreciate everything everybody does, because I absolutely do. I just thought that was really funny. Like, okay. Okay. The good news, I tried something new yesterday. I DM'd the first session of a new D&D campaign. The players seem to enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to the next session. That's great. It's always good to, like, run into stuff that, like... It's always good to try new things and then really like it. I don't think there's really a better feeling out there than trying something new and being like, damn, that's fun, or damn, that was good. Like, I've kind of gone on, like, this, like, avocado, like, epiphany, because, like, I wasn't able to eat it for so long, and I've started fucking putting it on everything, and every time I do, I crack up, because I think about, like, the crazy boomers that were just like, the reason them goddamn millennials can't buy no home damn avocado toast. I'm like, motherfucker, avocados are like 89 cents for one. I was like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, as a human being, I think this is humorous, but you can, as a human being, if you buy 2 avocados, you've already fucked yourself. Because, like, you're not gonna be able to, like, if you plan on using them the same day, right? You better, if you don't refrigerate it and, like, seal it correctly, because, like, you motherfucker, you better eat it now, because that shit gonna brown out and fall apart in, like, a day. So, like, each damn avocado. And I couldn't eat it for the longest time because it made my mouth all fuzzy and itchy because I had, like, a weird allergy to it. But god damn, dude, like, I fucking put avocado on everything. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is cheaper than, like, apples. I'm like, how the fuck is... I was like, how are avocados to blame for our woes? I was like, what actually the fuck are we talking about? Oh, On one hand, I managed to get my mental state under some control. On the other hand, my first girlfriend ghosted me after 3 years, so yeah, she was okay. But it ain't over yet, Dogma, right? I'm more speaking about just like kind of where we're at, and that's some good, some bad, but I'm not one of those people that says everything happens for a reason, because I don't really think it does sometimes, or really ever. I think that circumstances present themselves to us, and I think how we react and how we handle those situations and how we treat the people around us really dictates more of why something happens, or like whatever. I mean, we can sit there and worry about the why about anything, but the real point is like how you respond to stuff. So. And yeah, I mean, that's the truth. I think we're defined by that. And avocado in slices with rice. Dude, I fucking love avocado. I should have gotten some earlier. should have gotten some earlier. Anyway, thank you guys for everything. House with the 669 says fuck round numbers. But what about square numbers? And oblong numbers? Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about those? What are we gonna do about those boys? Who's gonna take care of them? So to catch people up, happy Thanksgiving. We got Bitter Gobble. Don't forget to spam the shit out of it, because Bitter Gobble doesn't last long. Bitter Gobble is a delicious seasonal treat. He ain't around very long, so make sure you blow his ass up. he's a seasonal regional treat. But anyway, thank you guys all for being here and everything. To catch people up, last time on our adventures, we hit level 60 before completing the main story, which is fine. That happens. All year round? Yeah, we probably can. I don't see why not. We finished up the Ardenweald zone, which was frankly pretty depressing even at the end of it. Basically, the groves are dying in Ardenweald. We really haven't figured out a way to stop it yet. It's all about the block of anima, because everything's going to the maw, and they're not getting the energy they need to basically sustain life there, and all the little spirits are dying, and they're having to get harvested and all that stuff, and it's terrible. And the final zone we're going to is Revendreth, which is very vampiric, very Castlevania looking. That's the intent. I would imagine there's several Castlevania Easter eggs, because it's obviously inspired by Castlevania for sure. It's like a vampire place. We just found out recently that we joined up with Sire Denathrius, I think is how you pronounce his name, and that his whole little cult thing or system they've got going on is maybe not what it seems. And we recently just ran into the resistance there. And this resistance group is pushing back against the leaders of Revendreth, because Revendreth is harvesting anima from people and then also taking anima tithings to sustain themselves on anima while letting the people around them die. So literally it's basically just a corrupt government that is just kind of taking complete control over everything and is keeping all the anima for themselves as opposed to distributing it around to make sure people hang in there. So we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully... I like how I open up Discord briefly and I see Epoera posted something. I don't know. Some anime titty. I don't even know what's going on. But, that's where we're at. So we haven't even finished the main story. We're at level cap. That's no big deal. That happens. We're going to do that tonight. We're going to pick our covenant. I did find out that apparently Venthyr, which is the Revendreth stuff, is actually pretty good for Frost Death Knight right now. It's not the best, but it does pretty okay in Mythic Plus, and it does pretty good in other content as well, with their teleportation ability, and then also was it like Swarming Mist or whatever it is. It looks really cool. Anima. Big anima. No, I'm saying anima. You gotta just shove it up your butt. You just shove it up your butt. Okay, hang on. That is send this thing. Is there an artifact weapon Azerite thing in this expansion? No. There are legendaries that you can craft yourself to choose, which is great, but the system itself actually involves like customizing like your Covenant Soulbind tree and stuff, which is interesting, and we'll probably get to some of that tonight. I would imagine. I don't think we'll I don't think we have a ton of story left, so I do believe we'll probably get to some of that tonight, and we'll take a look at it, because I've looked at like the Soulbind stuff, and it's neat, and I'm interested to. Sorry about the yawning. Like I said, I've been up for a really long time. I'm trying to do as long as I can tonight, because I wanted to spend some time with folks. Every time I update, man. Hopefully they fix that weird flickering issue, because that was weird. I don't know if maybe if that's something they can fix or can't. I have no idea. So. Hey, Takedown, what's up, man? Happy thonks. How you doing? I just want Bitterborn to be resurrected. It's like my sweet child. Please return to me. They did not fix the flickering. As a matter of fact, it looks worse than it ever was. God, what is that? That literally just started with Shadowlands. I have never seen that in any like expansion prior. It's not GPU throttling. Not CPU throttling either. That is a wonderful question, me, for the future, because you can't figure it out now. So, just keep on. Guess we had to clean up like 3 bottles of wine tonight. What would they do? Just like throwing them on the fucking ground? Like, what are they doing? Okay, so Jalapeno had a message that he wanted me to read. He said, despite having left my apartment due to shitty roommates, the weirdness of my grandma passing, and the general craziness at work, I'm glad I still have my job and that my family is safe and healthy. I still have you guys as well. Not sure if you're able to read this since chat's been moving kind of fast. Feel free to read to chat. And that you're Jalapeno. I mean, that's stuff. All this shitty stuff happens, but like that alone, I think takes a lot to even look at to try to look at like the positives, because like it's really easy, I think, to fall into a hole and just kind of look at all the bad, but there's always a highlight there, right? And you were able to list some of those things, and that's great. It's really good to know that there is a bright spot there. So I'm glad to hear that there is a happy point there. All right, Death Cobra, sounds good, man. Have fun, dude. I forgot to eat some of this piz, because like I said, I basically ate some rolls, some green beans, and some rice earlier, so I'm pretty hung. So I got a Houngh hung. I did not cut this thing well. It always gets a little toasty on top, and I fucking love it. It's like, look, I've given thanks for chat and how great they are. Now I'm about to thank up on this pits. I thought about buying a Dark Moon deck, because I got a good bit of extra money on these guys. That's high level 200, and I kind of want one. No, Sombro is Houngh. Actually, let me go see how bad the Dark Moon decks are right now. Sometimes it's weird, like right at the beginning of an expansion. Some things, it's the first few days, like they are astra-fucking-nomical, but then like after like a week, they come down. Wait, Art, you run into the craziest shit. Also, King Boo, I got your message about the capture thing. It depends on the game sometimes. Like sometimes it's just a matter of like alt tabbing back in. Sometimes it's just about clicking in. You can actually change the hook speed in the settings when you right click on it. There's a little hook speed thing that you can do. You can try that too. Like sometimes that changes it a little bit. It depends. Sometimes it's just hit or miss though. Like it's always super weird. Like I still to this day have times where like the game, like despite having like the EXE like pointed at and everything, it just won't cap. Like it just refuses. I'm like, well, that sucks. Let's see. Should be another strength one here. Okay, here we go. So it's Dark Moon. Jesus Christ, it's 82k, right? I mean, that's not even that much, but like that's a lot for like a shitty, for like a high level 200 blue. Oh yeah, son, bro. It's a joke. Like later on. Is it worth it to do the Shadowlands quest in one sitting? What is up with people just wanting to like brute force the shit? There ain't that, like, I mean, well, I guess there are people who want to push like whatever, but most of the people who like just insist on brute forcing stuff normally aren't doing that anyway. Oh well. Oh, I'd definitely say no. There's a lot to take in each zone, to be honest. Like, there's some really cool stuff. Really like to let you do after. Oh yeah, yeah, like being able to like kind of skip it or whatever. Rompel, you've made me so bored. Like, you bored the shit out of me the other night. That one's extra boring. I fell asleep like halfway through, man. You gotta do better. You gotta like wrap up your brevity. You don't do very well with that. Like, you drag out some jokes for too long, but they go on for a little while. That one, that's way too verbose. Dial it back. Cause like you could have like hit me with the incel thing like super early, but you tried to like weave it, and it doesn't really work like midway through. Like, you need to bring it back to the beginning, basically. I didn't know r/incel was a thing. You were trying hard the other night too, like, but yeah, you dry me out. Like, you make my penis like dusty, right? Like, it just like crumbles, and I'm like, God, I could have used that, but oh well, I guess. Could have used that penis. Now it's all dusty, drying me out. God. See, this is when I wish you could set VIPs and like use like emotes for them, because I would absolutely do like the dry of the evening award. Be like, who made my pussy the
Welcome
absolute driest?
to the Eternal City.
As a matter of fact, I think it was so long because like if somebody like Steve had read that, Steve would have had like zero patience for that shit because he can't stand it. like I know like which of my moderators will like absolutely just not tolerate like I think they all don't tolerate like the blanket bad shit, but like some get more irritated by certain things. Like Steve probably would have looked at that and been like, ah, just gotten rid of it. Well, I appreciate it, yeah. No, Rompel doesn't seem like a bad guy. They just seem like they try really hard. But that's okay. We've had plenty of people that like go super hard on like trying to be funny. People get better at it over time, though. Oh, fuck. I turned on war mode for this? I gotta turn that shit off. This is gonna be a nightmare. Revendreth is like one of the... I think people are gonna be spending a decent amount of time here. So I gotta cut that shit off. This is gonna be gank fest every year. That was the other thing too, is like I genuinely like it's really easy to like I think it's easy to forget, but like those people doing that, like I always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, because like I remember that it's an actual human being with like real fingers and brain on the other side. So sometimes just given like a fair critique, people are like, oh. Like, look, I see what we're trying to do, but I'm drying out real bad right here. What help me not be a dry casket. What do you mean it's pitch no fucking fit? Is it just going like, what is it? Well, it doesn't help that Bleeding Hollow's got like some really crazy faction imbalance. I'm trying to find an innkeeper. I can't even find him. Oh my god, dude, the fuck. Oh Jesus. So the it was amazing because I remember like before BFA, the big like Dark Shore event. Holy fuck, there were these trees that like the ally kept sitting in. And my god, it was so funny because I'm just sitting there screaming about the goddamn I was like, there's tendies in the trees, man. I was like, they're up there breeding. I was like, they're breeding in the trees. And we look up and there's like 3 of them just up there. I was like, oh my god, they fucking replicated, dude. I was like, unbelievable. Well, like, that last thing, the reason I didn't say shit was like Rumpel seems like a decent person. They just try a little hard on the jokes. I also firmly believe that like a lot of people like sometimes like some people just have like really awkward senses of humor. They don't realize kind of what they're doing, and like they're actually genuinely good people. Like they're fine. They just either go too far with something or they don't understand or whatever like that. I've run into so many people like that have. There's people in the community now who used to be like kind of little sarcastic dicks, but like over time, like they got better at expressing that sarcasm and being like silly with it or whatever, and like not coming across as an asshole. I've had some people message me before that were like, "Hey, I like you know, I don't know what." I don't know why, but it seems like people don't like me in the community or whatever. Like, people message me about that, and I try to give them advice and be like, dude, you gotta, you know, try to be friendly to folks, try to say hey, try to get involved in stuff. Like, don't be... Text is a horrible way to convey sarcasm. And, like, sarcasm is tough in person, too, and if you don't have enough, like... If you don't have enough of the right type of charisma to pull it off, you can end up in a bad spot.
Body.
And I say the right type of charisma because there are very many ways to be charismatic. You have to be a particular type of charismatic to get away with some things, like, you know, humor-wise. Oh, that's cute. Glass, I like that. That's fun. I just saw it. It looks really good. Looks really good. I feel like I'm missing something. Did I thank House for the dollar dues that he put in my face? You talking about the one? Yeah, I've already done that. I did that during the pre-patch, Sunbro. Well, shit, I didn't even do it in the pre-patch. I did it after Shadowlands was announced. Me too, Dolphin. Great. Roll a 5 buff on a fucking Tandy. That used to be the bane of my existence when I worked like IT and shit, man. Oh, cool, it's working now? Great. Can't wait for that to break again at 3 o'clock in the morning, and now I have to deal with it. I'm like, it literally became like, I guess that's future me's problem, because I literally do not have a choice. Like, I have to just, like, sit there and be like, great. These crypts down here are pretty badass. I thought that was blood all over that table. I was like, these are no longer badass. I was like, something terrible's happening here. They're a good spot to grind it out. I've only gotten like 2. There's a few. Yeah, there's a couple spots here and there that like have like frequently respawning mobs. There's a internal modifier on that quest that's really weird, and it might sound strange at first, but like the quest is kind of built to where it's to be done over a couple days for the most part, because what you can do is you can like you'll get 7 or so like pretty easily, and then the rest of them have like a much lower drop rate. So I think the idea was to try and have people do it over a few days, but also you could do... What? I don't even know what's happening. What Oh, I went past the trigger for this and I didn't stay. Okay. Well, that was a that was a bit of an issue. All right. So we are doing. I can't remember if that was a side quest or what. There's some shit. There's like also a chest around here somewhere. Why am I flying around on Haunter? Because he needs a friend. We don't have to do that. What were we? Oh, dude, we could go back to Donkey. We ain't done Donkey in a little bit. Come on, Donkey. Let's go. I like the Donkey has been with us for most of our Shadowlands adventures. Oh, right. There's a thing over here, so we should probably go. Oh, well. You know what I should have bought? I think Lazy reminded me last time we did this to go get Goblin Gliders, and then I totally fucking forgot to do it again. Listen, man. Donkey has worked very hard on his appearance. Please do not mock him. You guys ever like God, I just blanked out. That's not good. Yeah, no, I don't. There were a couple spots that people used to go to, and then I think they nerfed them a little bit. So I would just check and see as of now what people are doing, like Wowhead or something like that. Exertion with $1.11 says turkey fact: turkeys do indeed have cloacas like other birds. That's great. That's great. You know, where was this one time where I didn't know that, and life was pretty good. And now I know that, and now life has somehow diminished, and/or in some cases, not at all. This is a 3-person group quest, so I hope I don't blow this, but I have a feeling I'm gonna blow it. All right, we'll get a little empowering weapon. Found out that oh shit, Jesus Christ, God, he hurts. Listen here, man. I know you hurt inside. Good Lord. Why he hurts so bad? Okay, Swarming Mist. Save me. Oh God, it just pulled more shit. No! You know, if I was unholy, I could pull this off because I just blow all my cooldowns and just eat its butt. Am I hydrated is also a good question. I do have water over here, and I've also got like I got my Riot tea. Tea Riot. Just because like I was so fucking tired that I was like, I have to drink something. Oh, yeah, no, I'm about 3,000% dead. Wait. I don't know what we're inviting for, but apparently there's like a map or a mount up or something like that. Oh God. Well, it doesn't matter anyway because I can't fucking get over there because now I'm gonna get my ass eaten. What I could do though is I could chains of ice this thing and then try to peace out. But I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, where are we? Where are we going? Put this map in. I don't even know why I'm in a group for this. I literally have no idea. There's no point. All right, so I need to head towards that. I actually got away. I'm frankly kind of surprised. Let's see. We have to go through here, and we'll go through Darkhaven and then go to the right, I think. I don't know if I need to take the elevator. I'm just gonna let it squish me. No, I guess we'll go through Darkhaven. When does it spawn? I'm actually there right now. I don't see it. Oh, okay. This has to be like you have to use an item for it. Okay. I'm a poultry. God. That was what I think. That was what I named my my chocobo in 14, right? Was it Poultrygeist? I actually don't remember what I named my chocobo. I'm pretty sure I named him Poultrygeist. That sounds right. But then again, people have to remind me half the time of what I've done because apparently my memory is garbage. Poultrygeist was many different colors, and I was kind of surprised by that. I should have probably just kept him as stone white. Alright, so apparently this event is a rare spawn that only pops up when you use this specific item, but if you are there for the kill, you have a chance to get, I think, some type of mount. House of the Dollar says, why do we dress baby boys in blue and baby girls in pink? Because they can't dress themselves. God. You know, anti-jokes are probably some of my favorite ones. Like, I know people have been like hard game into the pun wagon. Anti-jokes are fucking incredible because it's just like, why we dress the babies? And it's like, I don't know. It's like, because they can't dress themselves. Yep. That's it. It's like, oh. Wait. Hey, Kachu, how's it going? Twerky Day. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. You should read my last one. I missed one. Shit. Here's a joke. How does the white-tailed deer jump higher than the average house? This is due to their powerful hind legs and the fact that the average house can't jump. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Listen. I may also be bringing friends. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm definitely not here to just die. Definitely not struggling, just rolling up into this shit. Alright, I gotta get my remorseless winter out. Remorseless winter, baby. I don't know what this dude does. I can't remember if he drops the mount specifically or if it starts like a quest chain for it. But I do think I recall seeing these guys doing something. I don't know. God, I came in here and probably blew my rotation in the most like just eloquent, beautiful fashion. I don't think that that literally could not have been any worse. I come in just yeehaw. Just yeehawing. Alright, so we got the Endmeyer Salve, which is absolutely nothing to do.
Welcome to Bitter Bits.
Reduces the effect of Endmeyer's Weakened Soul by 5% on each application. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. I don't even see it in my bags, actually. Oh, okay, it just applies it. But that's, need to wait for the brizzers to turn off. Oh. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Dude's like, yeah, man, just wait for those to turn off. I'm like, okay. Okay, so it has a low chance to drop an item that, okay, that starts like a chain for a mount. All right, that makes a little more sense than whatever the hell was just happening a second ago. Well, now we know, and knowing's half the battle, G.I. Joe, all that shit. House Ranger $11, he says, last one, how do you confuse a blonde? Paint yourself green and throw forks at her. That would confuse anybody, really. That would. You're right. Like, you are absolutely right. Coda Blackie with the 33 months says, hey, 33 months, how you doing, sir? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Coda? I'm very tired. Very, very, very tired, but I wanted to do a little something for the Thanksgiving stream, so we can do that. Well, see, Axel, now you're just stating facts. You're like, running fast in a race can help you win first place. That's like a whole different breed. That's like the whole like, hey, here's some advice. Yeah, it's like useless, shitty advice, like just straight up obvious. And it's just like, did you know that if you lower your enemy's health to 0, they die? It's like, whoa. Watch the fuck out. Like, now that's pretty good. This is a good tip. Buffet with $1 says, why do birds fly south? Because it's too far to walk. Oh, God, man. Because it is too far to walk. I feel like Bitter Pun at this rate might get flexed a little bit more than Bitter Gobble if y'all keep it up. Because that is very much a chance for... Wait a minute. I really don't want to form a group for this, but I think I might just have to do that because I don't feel like dying. I could switch to blood too. No! Can y'all imagine in 2020 not playing a demon hunter? Can you imagine? I don't want to accept this group now. It just shows that I died from falling off an elevator. Oh my god. I remember the first night when I was like, I'm gonna regret this. I was like, because I really don't want to join. I don't want to join the Goblin Glider Peasant Squad. Like, I should have the ability to just handle this on my own, and look at me. Pretty much every class actually has the ability to mitigate fall damage in some way. Funny enough, Death Knights are actually one of the few that do not, unless you use like a profession item or something like that. I think I think they're the only ones. 'Cause like warriors can use like heroic leap and all that stuff, and hunters can use like disengage and all that shit to mitigate their fall damage. It's really funny, actually. It's funny how it works. Yeehaw, partner! Alright, so I'm gonna get all my obliterates. Now I'm gonna empower rune weapon and start going that way. I noticed there's some weirdness where like depending on the opener for Frost, it can dramatically change what's happening. I also need to make sure I'm correctly utilizing Cold Heart and all that stuff too, which I'm not. Caught you with the $5. Says a skeleton got mad at his friends. I guess you could say he had to bone to pick with him. Oh, that's very good. That is very good. But yeah, no, mitigating fall damage is something that I have not had to think about for quite some time. Remember what I was going? Oh, yeah, Darkhaven had the quest. Okay, couldn't remember where I was going for that. Path not available for rogues works for negating fall damage. Yeah, it sure does. It sure does, man. God, I remember trying to get up on the roof of that thing in like right after like BFA came out or whatever, and tried to get up on that damn roof, and I couldn't, and I was just screaming at it. There's no path available. Dark Sun says, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Dark. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, we watched it the other night, the no path available clip. Yeah. Fucking lost my goddamn mind because I'm just like, what a shitty everything about this. And then I came back and like immediately like I spawned right on a mine and it killed me again, and I was like, perfect. I was like, that's exactly what I wanted. It's just, I just wanted to get detonated, please. I need it in my life. Anyway, thank you guys again for everything. I really do appreciate it. All the folks coming in and doing and being and coo and doing the do. I think that's probably why I was running inexorable or inexorable assault last time, is because I always forget to use Cold Heart, and it's like a huge spike in damage, especially if you catch it right at the tail end of a Pillar of Frost, because Pillar of Frost scales in its power depending on how many runes you spend. So if you spend a bunch of runes, naturally by the time it rolls around for the end, you want to use Frostworm's Fury, and you want to use let's just call it fucking Syndragos's Fury like we know it is. You want to use like both of those right at the tail end of Pillar of Frost, because that's when it has its highest strength yield, and naturally Frost Death Knights scale very well with their strength, of course, because plate class, strength, ungo, smash. Cool, I'm just a yawn man tonight. Ugh. I was thinking about it on the way. Oh, do you think I could hit that pool? Let's not risk it. No risk it biscuits this time. Did you see the pool? They flipped the bitch. Oh! Oh. Did you guys hear about the crazy sock? I heard he was a bit unwooly. I can't even talk. That's true, squad. Yeah, they take 100% less fall damage if they don't fall. Just don't fall, 5 head. What? I mean, that's true, Jigakuro. It did happen. It was all after high school. It really got hand spun out of control. Happy U.S. Thanksgiving, been a man in chat. Hey, Dez. What's up, man? Thank you for coming out and giving thonk. I like to think that like every Canadian that like spends like a lot of time consuming American media is like basically an honorary American, because that's all we do anyway. Like, look, we don't do shit anyway, so like, look, you can be honorary American anyway. You watch all the shows, you play all the fucking same shit we're doing, whatever, man. It's like if I started eating flappy bacon and like saying A and just being really nice to people and apologetic, I basically get to be an honorary Canadian. Hey, OCD, we're talking about like the decent Americans, which like there's an okay amount of us. Free healthcare. Oh. So, funny enough, actually, people in this little general chat or whatever that are in the zone are literally talking about Path Not Available, because apparently the Venthyr Covenant ability is very, very Path Not Available. I was like, great. I was like, I would pick the fucking Covenant that's got the most Path Not Available bullshit.
I surrender. General, you must obey the Mawwalker now.
We must obey the goblins
Warning, Mawwalker.
and suck their wheaties.
Deathrius has lied to you.
I know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm looking for like some doors or something. I kind of forgot what we were doing here, to be honest. That's some ruble? Nice. Big, crusty ass Sinstone.
I will never be forgotten.
Come here there, partner. Stop it. I want all this snacky cake for myself. I've always loved whenever they like lay these levels out and they put like mobs that have pushbacks near cliffs, so I can just eat shit if you get knocked off. It's so funny. Swords and grappling hook, no! I know why it's like that too, because like, I mean, if you give everybody a teleport and like they're all getting onto weird shit everywhere and like breaking the fuck out of the game, I mean, like, it was like when Classic was going, right? And they were like, please God, do not do like terrain abuse, because we're gonna have to ban you, like we have to. I just remember cracking up at that, like the idea that yeah, no, like, you know, just these people who are just, they're like, we can't stop you from doing it without fucking up the original Classic experience. So like,
Never be forgotten.
I guess just please don't do it, because I mean, what are we? Can't really stop you other than banning you, right?
I will not yield.
I will not yield. Yeah. I will not yield, baby. Look at that little Grumpelkins. What's he doing? Come on in, Grumpelkins. Ooh, just go ahead and interrupt that shit. Put that in the dirt. I can Venthyr it up. Give him the suck, dude. That's a really cool looking cup. It's like Swarming Mist looks really neat. I'm so torn, man. Some of the visuals are really pretty. Like, Necrolord's awesome. Like, A-Bomb Limb's really good for PvP, which is what I'll be doing the most of, I guess. Because what I'll probably do with Mythic Plus is I'm going to work towards getting plus 15 done for all of them for this season. And then while I'm doing that, I mean, like, there's not a ton of reasons to run repeats over and over and over, given the amount of loot that comes at the end of the dungeon now. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'm going to figure it out. Ugh. All right.
I will never be forgotten.
Just screaming, I will never be forgotten. And that person distinctly walked away. Like, they saw that was in fact not the quest mob that they needed to be talking to, and it was like, oh, I guess I'll leave. I really need to rescue Temel or whoever the fuck, and I don't know where they are. Oh, they probably despawned or something. Oh. Who the heck is a Temel? And where is he? Let's see. Before flying away, Echelon shouted an additional command. Expropriate Temel as well. He will know how to exploit the Sinstone properly. I feel like maybe what happened... Oh. Never mind. Who the fuck? What do you think you're doing? Who the fuck are you? And why are you in my house? Dude, don't stone shape, bro. Like, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. It's not worth it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Music in Revendreth is great, but then again, the music in every zone has been wonderful.
But heed my warning.
Girlfriend just beat BioShock 2? That's awesome, King. I don't know if I would say... do you guys plan on doing BioShock Infinite? I don't remember being very interested in BioShock Infinite, which is really weird. Because, like, I enjoyed BioShock 1, especially for the time, but, like... And I didn't really like 2 that much. It was alright. And then... I guess it wasn't like bad or anything. I just never like had an interest really in it. Like I had a hard time just caring. I'm glad Flagellation ended up being pretty good because I remember reading that initially when it first like popped up or whatever because I was just keeping track of some of the little beta stuff. Like it didn't seem like it was that impressive of an ability. Then again, whatever it was, Slaughter Poison or whatever the hell it used to be was like the silliest thing ever. Because it was like, all right, check it out. It's like it's your regular poisons, but it's literally just better. Oh yeah, that's it. I like how Temel's just a tiny little gargoyle too. He's pretty cute. Pretty dang cute.
Welcome to
I have
Bitter
overcome
Bits.
every sin on that stone.
Blah blah blah, my silly winnies, blah blah.
Deceiver with the Prime sub for 56 months. Thank you, Deceiver. I appreciate that. Happy not Canadian Thanksgiving, but the other one. And how are you doing? Pre-roll ad. Wait, are they actually? Did they already roll that out? The whole pre-roll ads that you can't even get rid of now.
Eliminate your second Inquisitor.
Oh, did we ever figure out if Lord Chamberlain is voiced by Liquid? Because like when we first got here, I was like, Lord Chamberlain sounds a hell of a lot like Liquid. And somebody said they did see that he was in the cast. That he was in the cast for this or whatever.
Along the path above. Find them. I will find the Inquisitor.
You know, the Infinite, I think it was a super patriotic motif that held it back. It happened with Far Cry, where it's like, damn, don't shove your red, white, and blue dick in my face. If somebody had a red, white, and blue dick, though, I'd probably want to see that. That's pretty intense. Dude, the guy who does Lord Chamberlain, he's Solidus, not Liquid. Wow. That's surprising. Oh yeah, no, Bioshock 1's definitely the best one. Yeah, easily. Oh yeah, it says right. Yeah, it says Cam Clark worked on Shadowlands. So yeah, I think that's him. It has to be him, right? There's no way. We could well, we wouldn't be able to do the regular credits. We'd have to do something like IMDb. How funny is that, man? We literally just finished up doing Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. And then Cam Clark plays Lord Chamberlain in this, which is hilarious. I thought it sounded a lot like him. It's just that sarcastic, just up its own ass tone that is so fucking funny.
Caretakers, that monument is practically falling over.
Yeah, I'm apparently looking for some hidden sinstone something. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. See you later. And see you later, gamers. I'm gonna keep forgetting about the Venthyr ability probably. You can already see where this is going. Then again, like part of me, like I love like the idea of like the covenants and everything like that. Like it's neat. Like there's fun shit about that, and I'm looking forward to exploring that system and all that stuff and getting to play with different things over time. And however, do we just have like infinite RP from this? Oh wow, yeah, it literally is. Move power cost reduce. Jesus Christ, it's hilarious. Anyway, you know, I'm looking forward to like messing around with that system and everything, but I do like the part of me just wishes that like I kind of hope like the next expansion has like no borrowed power mechanics, and it's just like they just kind of take a good long look at a lot of the classes. And you know, it's like I was saying last time, I think like, you know, I like Unholy DKs. Like I think they're great, but I also think the classes just turned into, I don't know, there's like a little too much like management. That happened with a couple of them over the years, where like, and what normally happens is it takes like an expansion or two sometimes for them to see it and be like, oh yeah, that has gotten a little bloated, right? Like there's a little too much going on maybe, and kind of make adjustments. And then they get a wild hair and do things like Survival Hunter, which is a great idea, but half the reason people go Hunter in the first place is to have like high mobility or low mobility while casting, and you know, have that place in their group or whatever. And when you're like, oh, I'm a Hunter and I'm melee, it's like weird. But then again, Survival's got a great motif to it. It's an awesome idea, and it was obviously like heavily inspired by like Rexar and all that stuff, so that's always cool. I'm gonna take this little cup. Oh, this has to be like a puzzle or something. Oh. Yeah, David Hayter is Solid Snake. And also Naked Snake. Also known as the Big Butt. Yes. Oh man, the idea of like just having like this really imposing character, it's like, who's that? It's like, that's the Big Butt. It's like, oh no, not the Big Butt. He's so scary. He's so scary. Oh god. Game needs a new fucking healer. The last one we got was Mistweaver. They haven't changed Mistweaver's animations since fucking Mob. They were just like, yeehaw, I guess, whatever. Who cares? I hope I can hang in there for a little longer. I'm so tired today. Oh, dude, I thought we were talking about the Mega Man X games for a second. I was like, God, 3 wasn't that bad. I was like, 3's weird for sure. It's not a sin. I was like, holy fuck. However, if we're talking about the films, like, yeah, it's
Close. And you are slow.
What was that really awkward scene in one of the X-Men movies? I think it's like there's the one with the Storm and like Wolverine, and they're in that I don't even know where they are. They're in like a something like a radio tower or something like that. And I honest to God don't even remember what was happening, but that's cool. I was paying a lick of attention, and I should have just waited for a dark Sukur proc, but I didn't. Yeah, I think it's X1 where they have this like that really awkward scene, and like, God, I feel so bad for everybody in that movie because like, I mean, you know, like this was still early in like the comic book movie thing, you know, going on, and like they had good actors in there. Like people make fun of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, but I mean, like, yeah, they're really hokey and cheesy and kind of whatever, but they were I think part of that wave of like superhero movies becoming something that they found was profitable and that people liked, right? And I think if stuff like the X-Men movies had just bombed out, or the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films had bombed out, and like Nolan's Batman trilogy had bombed out, like I feel like those three helped a lot in terms of kind of allowing that to exist in the, you know, film space in general. So because had those franchises not done well, I don't think we would have seen nearly as many comic book movies, because it would have still been deemed as a massive risk and they wouldn't have known how much money they could actually make off of it. So basically what I'm saying is Sam Raimi is to completely blame for the fact that like I'm gonna blame Sam Raimi for Disney. You'd just be like, wow, I can't believe that. How could you do me like this? You can use WoW Up. You can use God, there's several of them. There's WoW Up. There's Singularity is pretty good too. If you want to do WoW Up, I think it's wowup.io. If you want to do Singularity, you could just do Singularity add-on manager or whatever. Like most add-on managers do the exact same thing, to be honest. The only one I would not use is like any of Overwolf shit, because they're real gross. They've been real gross for a long time. Dude, fucking sign me up, man. If Thing wasn't profitable, there would be less of a thing. Wow, brilliant deduction, Nick. What I'm saying is, it was more about like reception. I think, like, yeah, the film was like profitable, but it didn't. I don't remember Spider-Man like breaking any records or anything like that. Like, it definitely made money, and it did pretty well. But you know, I think had people not had like such a fondness for it, then they wouldn't have sought out anything else. If any of them are weird, it's honestly Spondleman, because Spondleman has gone through three iterations. You had Tabby Maguire, you had Andrew Garfield, and you have Tom Holland. Of like the more recent ones, anyway. Oh, jeez.
Wielding Synthstones is a dirty trick, mortal.
Very fantastic trick, mortal. You're very, very smart. Will you kiss me and go to prom with me, mortal? Very good. I like that. Would you guys take Moongo, the Sun King, to prom? Or nah? You think like your mom would have some shit to say about it? She'd be like, bro, check it out.
Crumbled, accuser. Echelon, retrieve it for me immediately.
Yeah, I've used WoW Up and I used Singularity a little while ago. They're both pretty good. Like I said, they're all pretty much the same. It's kind of like a
You are late.
because effectively what those little applications do is they check your. All they need to do is like do a little check on the file related to the add-on, see what your version is, see what the add-on version is, and also let you know when there's updates, which will also be checked that way. So,
Stand still and stay
you know,
silent.
they're relatively simple products. So I mean, it's not like they just make sure you don't get one with like malware and shit going on. Japanese Spondle Man wasn't after the year 2000. I'm talking about like when they tried doing like actual films. Even though, God Almighty, if they do like a live action Into the Spider-Verse type deal, I would love to see like Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland all together. I think that'd be super fun. Why is Overwolf problematic? Hang on a second. I'll get you a. I'll get you a little Get you a little breakdown of it. There was all kinds of privacy issues they had, where basically they were doing data collection, where people were unable to opt out. They were stealing information and selling it off, and all kinds of bullshit. Like their client is constantly flagged as like malware, despite like. It's Overwolf is a company that is. When did they even start? I don't remember when they started. Anyway, yeah, no, they've had like a lot of like ethical issues. I would imagine like their software typically doesn't seem that bad or anything like that. It just seems to be the. Wow, shockingly enough, the Wikipedia does not have any of the drama regarding that up there, which is really interesting. Oh, dude, that'd be so awesome if they could get them all together. There's some weirdness too, because like I've noticed like this really strange thing happening where like this happens in the WoW community a lot though, where people like overtly just kind of flock to something. Because I went through a few of the add-on managers and I was like, literally the back end of all of these is like the exact same. Like, and the UI doesn't even change that much either. So you think you'd see a lot more variance, but it seems like people are going with WoW Up and not Singularity actually. They're using WoW Up and something else. That's what the other one was. But yeah, it seems like those have become like the go-to choices, which I find funny. Because like foundationally, they're not really that different. Like because if they're continuously scrubbing like any of those databases, they're going to be able to, you know, always see those add-ons. Always see the add-ons to update and install new ones and all that stuff, and do like version checks and all that crap. So.
Stoneborn cannot hinder me. I am a harvester.
Are you crazy? What are you doing? Yeah, they're trying to harvest.
So you know my name. Now you know my power.
Now you know my true power. I should have interrupted that, but I didn't. Oh my god, here. Just fucking, there you go. Give me free runic power, please.
I am triumphant. My medallion has made manifest your own accuser. Do you recognize her?
I sure do, McDonald Miller.
The daughter you murdered.
Snack, it's me, your mom.
Mama?
I'm not Deceiver. I'm not at all. You see, this.
I did not know it was you. They lied to me. They said. I am so sorry, dear.
This is why the Kyrians have it right. Like, dude, you gotta purge all the baggage. All the baggage from home, you gotta get rid of it. Damn!
Your own daughter.
You dare manifest my
Oh shit, are we going? We going?
torment me? I have paid for that sin.
All right, hold up. Let me get my diaper
I
on.
have broken through
let me get my diaper on. I got my fighting diaper. They actually do. Most expansions, they actually make little jumps here and there in terms of like the UI.
Nothing.
The biggest one I think was actually
And even that
BFA.
I will take from you, traitor.
Yo, I have like 4,000% yawn. Good lord. We've barely even been going for 2 hours, and I'm like so tired.
May I help you? Revendreth is risky.
Ride Miskia and deliver the accuser to Sire Denethor.
The master awaits the
Sire Denethor is gonna be like, I'm sucking off
The
your anima
master
teeth.
must want me to stay here and establish control of the halls. His top priority.
You know, I was wondering, like, that whole thing with Sylvanas and the jailer when she's sitting there, like, watching us do. I think Sylvanas would be a lot more leery of the player character. Be like, I have seen this person
The master.
do it all. They've done everything from kill a bunch of furbolgs all the way to kill, like, literal gods. We should probably keep an eye on them. Because they're probably going to find a way to kill you and me and
Do
fuck.
not trust him.
Oh. I'm actually like, I was drooping a second ago. I really hope I don't like doze off on stream. That might happen. If that happens, just never let me live it down or something, I guess. When is the accuser judgment? So they're gonna kill this person?
I gave you a
Or give them the suck on the anima?
Instead, you chose rebellion.
You ordered me to defile the ancient rituals that define who we are. I will not do that, even for you.
You are drooping. I've had too much cracker.
You are hereby accused of defying the will of revenue.
No. Then I'd feel even worse, Deceiver. People have already been way too generous tonight, and like, I would feel so bad if we stopped at like 2 hours. I'm so tired. I might spike back up here soon.
Revendreth.
We'll just report you for TOS. What, for sleeping? I don't know, man.
Remind you of who rules this place.
Even your punishments reveal your complacency. Very well. Hide me with your other failures. You were once the Lord of Dread. Now your teeth have lost their terror.
Have they now? We shall see. Fear Stalker, prepare your hunters.
They really name these? I mean, like real fierce fear stalker? I'm here to sniff your fear. Yeah, I think it's just because we're all getting old, Deceiver, right? Like everyone's getting older. Be the fear. Would you? Like if I keep and if I'm able to keep doing this until I'm like 45, right? And like naturally, you guys are aging with me. It's not like it's not like you're immune to it. We get in there and it's like, hey everybody, welcome to tonight. We're gonna be doing X, Y, or Z, and everybody's like, oh, that's great, Nick. I'm gonna be here for a couple hours, but then I gotta get some sleep. I'm like, that's fine, me too. And then we just die on stream. It's like it just go straight into the drink. If you get a chance, could you DM me the info for your add-ons? I want to be twinsies, and the add-ons are confusing. I could do it right now, as a matter of fact. So I just do these bitches, but that's fine. I can write these down for you. If you could send me, if you're still around after the stream's over, you can just send me a quick reminder. I can jot them down. Aging with the audience, problem for cartoons, bonus for streamers. It is true though. I mean, like at least like. I guess unless you have like a revolving door audience, yeah. I mean, you're pretty much going to end up with kind of like an age group that's like similar to you most of the time, I think. So it is pretty hilarious, the idea of us all being like old as shit and we're still here, and it's like Howdy doody, everybody, and welcome to Phlegm. I'm not getting old, I am old, thank you. How's it going, Shadow? How are you doing? To the Grove of Terror.
You have many things to fear, little.
Let's see. Prepare Houndmaster Losky and Penitent Hunt in the Grove of Terror.
Use these chains to control the stubborn soul. A soul bound in irons is at your will.
Revendra is spooky, man. I will open the crypt. Remember, this is what's best for them. Yeah? Is it? I don't know if I trust any of y'all anymore, because, like, y'all been feeding me this whole, like, this is best for them for a hot fucking minute. Also, Houndmaster Loxy sounds, like, really familiar.
I would wager you are hiding many dark secrets.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know, man.
For the master.
They're reading this soul the sins.
But none quite as cruel as sicking your beasts on innocence. He will witness the horrors he instilled.
Oh shit, was he the dude from the Scarlet Monastery or whatever? Like back in the day? Man. That's nuts. I think that is him. He's resisting your every move. Stay closely in front and pull him through the gauntlet. Oh, come on, Loxy. We gotta go. Gotta yoinkle doinkle. Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, there's naturally going to be, like, some aging, I do think, that goes on. Like, it'll always be goofy and silly here, but I'm sure things will change a little bit. So they suck off my man's anima. So this really give him the sip. Well, I guess I have to be in the dungeon thing for that. I got to go back to. I can't remember if he was in the Kata revamp or if he was in classic. Oh god, that's a... No, the new guy was Houndmaster. Wait, no, Houndmaster Braum was the original one, I think. Yeah, because that's got a Harlan and all that stuff. And there's the remake or whatever. They'll be watching this stream in the old folks' home, laughing at the same jokes because I forgot we made them last week. Oh my god, that's perfect. See, that's the ticket. Like now we're good. Now all we have to do is like we just gotta ride it out until like we all start not being able to remember shit. Then I really can make the same jokes and it'll be okay. Alpha Bat. It's Blade Thrine. Says popping in to wish you happy Thanksgiving. Have a good night. All right, Blade. Take it easy, man. Thank you for the resub. We'll see you next time we see you. Have a good one, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. All right, so I gotta go take his ass up to here. How am I supposed to... Oh, I couldn't click it there for a second. There you go, buddy. Enjoy your steak. Dear God, what is that creature? What is this? What is this fucking nightmare? Accelerate. killing machine, killing machine. No, baby, it's a killing machine. What's wrong? Goddamn Dredgebat, get out of here. Get out of here, Dreadbat. I ain't got time for this. Got it for the long con on the Joker use. Dude, it's the only way I can survive, right? Because if I can somehow pull that off, then I'm golden. Cause I'm the king of no new material. Which is so fucking not true anyway. It's like there's like half the time we're got some new nonsense we're laughing about like every week. I mean, fuck, even if it's something I didn't even come up with, we're still laughing about it, which who cares? Like, still having a good time. So we stun with these bad boys, get some of them dark Sakura spirit. Oh, I didn't see that, Des. I haven't gotten to check any of those yet. That's good. I'm glad that they have a plan for it at least. Do they know exactly what he's going? Like, do they know exactly what type of procedure it is and everything yet, or do you guys know? Rather, I'd imagine they know what I'd imagine they know what the procedure is. I didn't know if you guys knew. Anna keeps telling me to check this stream out. Anna has lied to you. But no, Anna's awesome. Very, very good individual. Which I will now refer to you as the Toast Father. It may be Dad of Toast. The real name is Toast Father. However, tonight's an interesting night because I am extremely tired because it has been a long day. Yesterday was a long day, and I am just spent. So we're just poking around, doing a wee bit of Warcraft. Oh no, she is. She's major suspect for sure.
Welcome to Bitterbits.
100%. Iwake dragging Dad to Toast on the bus. Thank you, Iwake. I appreciate it.
We have been expecting you. Have your soul join the others. Run while you can. Watch your siphon.
Okay, so they throw these souls out here. Okay, how Master Lock sees Anima Siphon. Ew, that must be this.
Welcome, privileged souls. Your pride and arrogance blinds you. Mawwalker, use the hollowed fang to signal the hunt's beginning.
Get you walking. Oh god, that's still one of the funny. I like how that has just like somehow like permeated everything. Like that one night where Iwake happened, and like here we are. Here we are. It's gone on forever. But hey, no, welcome, Dad of Toast. Thank you for coming to check this nonsense out. Like I said, you kind of caught us on a strange night because I'm trying to do like a little Thanksgiving thing, and I am tired. Very tired. So if it looks like I'm falling asleep, it's probably because I am.
Prideful souls. Let your fear
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dad. Is that I remember telling I told AP about that.
One weakness.
Because Iwake started watching them a good bit, and then of course shared that joke with AP
You may begin.
at some point or another, and shit was so funny. Out of the just chatting category, you just fall asleep. That's a good point. It's a good point, man. I'm waiting on the sharp change in the entertainment industry to be like, welcome to the just sleeping section. We're just sleeping. You just tune in to somebody asleep. You're like, oh, that's so fucking peaceful. God almighty, could you imagine the liability of that one?
Everything is prey. Let us begin hunting.
Okay. I've got Donkey. He's hunting with us too. Donkey's like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm definitely helping out. Look at this man using his gluttonous slam.
These vermin are even more disgusting up close.
It doesn't help that like Revendreth's music has got like that like really chill, spooky vibe where like it's almost like the music that would play in like a TV show that's like going into like some occult stuff, right? But like it's kind of the investigation period where like the protagonists and everything are like looking through stuff and it's kind of spooky and like foreboding, but like they don't want it to feel like too scary yet because like they ain't trying to build that kind of tension, you know? They're trying to go that deep. Also, I just realized the name of these guys is the Ravenous Thirst Lurker. It's like Twitch chat's greatest enemy, the Ravenous Thirst Lurker. Oh. Well, Toast, that's because I've never been able to con AP into doing it. Then you could watch a ton of it. All the time.
It has been so long since I laid hands on a living man.
What, the lurk? Yeah. Yeah, but see, the more ravenous thirst lurkers there are, the more dangerous the entire system becomes. It gets extremely unstable, you see. If you let the ravenous thirst lurkers go too crazy, that's it. You lose. I'm just gonna let this, whatever that is, hunter or some shit, just do that on their own. Hey, Nicro, how's it going? Cacao Peaches, how goes night? Hope you're doing all right. Hope your day went well. I'm literally just drinking an energy drink right now, and there are those times where I'm like drifting forward. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, God. I was like, I'm falling apart. Wait, Jalapeno, were you saying that you were a ravenous thirstoid? Or something? I don't even remember what it was. Ravenous thirst lurker. There you go. Just, I can't. So, what's going on over here?
Have you ever been truly humble?
Alright, cool.
You
Alright, cool.
hide from me.
I thought the egg was giving me a quest.
You'll feel
I was like, ah, yes. Very good. They've adapted. No, they can't have adopted horny as their primary personality traits. How'd they do that? Is there a commission you have to like bounce that off of, or can you literally just become like
itself?
Can you say like I am walking into the power of the thirst? May God have mercy upon my soul. It's like I am becoming one of the thirst. Seriously, I think I've yawned more tonight than I have in like any stream ever. We're gonna wrap this one up in 3 hours and be like, oh my God, no. And then I'll feel terrible. Because that's not a lot of time at all. What, the RuneScape? Oh no, dude, we're in even more trouble probably. The Banewood Devourer. Like right there, no joke, if I hadn't started talking again, I was going down. Like, I was just like... That's true too, actually. The NPCs are normally pretty big because they've always tried to make it to where it's easy for the player to identify identify NPCs and like key lore characters and stuff. Because that's a relatively important thing you need to do for like story and all that. Now, as time's gone on, oh my god, as time's gone on, that has become less and less important because they have a lot more dialogue options they can choose from. There's a lot more just all kinds of things they can choose from now to try to mitigate. God damn, get chewed up by the pugilist. Damn it, the Puge! Oh no! Give me some cookie. I probably will here in a second. I'm gonna go walk. I gotta go take this in the den anyway. Lo-fi beats to lo-fi hip-hop, the lo-fi hip-hop too. Anyway, they made the NPCs bigger so it was easier to like kind of convey like plot elements and important NPCs and stuff like that, and then it's not as necessary as it used to be because, you know, naturally they can say in text and all that stuff to make people, or text and video and cinematics and all that to make them feel more like they're the denizens of this world, the ones, especially the ones that are important. So I think the size thing was more of just like a weird gameplay choice type thing. Yeah, I was actually really surprised they didn't put in more of those limitations. To be honest, I'm paying so little attention. I do think I need to stand up for a minute because like I'm doing like that like bobbing and weaving and shit. So I'm probably gonna get killed by a bear. When I do get killed by the bear, just let it happen. It's okay. Just cheer the bear on, frankly, because they've earned it. Really, they did. Anyway, I'm gonna walk around for a sec. I'll be back here in a couple minutes, and I shall return. Ugh. Oh, dude, you can't do that to him, Dez. That's the worst. How deep in the Kraken were you, Jigakuro? Was it pretty how far in we talking? Hey, look at that. That actually finally has outclassed my legendary cloak, so I guess the time has come. Farewell, friend. Very well, denizen. I saw y'all talking about Kraken or whatever the other night for some reason. I don't really remember what it was though. It's been a long time since I've had Kraken. I cannot actually remember the last time I had that. Holy shit! Look at all that. These sweet, delicious, whatever the fuck I just got. I need to get 2 more Deathwalker paws. There's the Thirstoids. I don't know what they're doing.
Manifestations of their remaining.
Oh no, I need to. Oh, hey,
They are close.
there's Thromulax or whatever the fuck his name is. Wait, so did Houndmaster Loxy like? Did he get accosted by this creature or well, I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening.
Even the Houndmaster cannot resist when succumbed.
Yeah, because these aren't the Devourers, so I don't know.
Lady Darkvein.
No, you can have it, man. There you go. Thanks for tagging that and then like literally not hitting it again, so I have to deal with this bullshit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution to my life.
Conquered. I have had enough of.
Okay, now we have to do Crime Lord, Tiani hunted. All right. We got. I guess we'll go do that first.
I can sense our prey's overwhelming fear.
Yeah, I don't drink a lot much anymore either. So sometimes I'm right there with you where I like. There are nights where like I don't even know why, but some nights it's different. There are nights where I have like 2 or 3 like White Claws, and I'm like, all right, well,
Fear.
I'm ready to pass the fuck out. See you guys later. see you later.
Oh, fear has left you defenseless to the process. To the halls of atonement with you.
Okay, so they're sending his ass away, I guess. But yeah, no, God, there's times where I'm just like, I'll have like 1 or 2 of those, and I'm like, I am so fucking tired. I think I had like, over the course of the entire day, I think I had like 4 Trulies or something like that, and there was one point after this is over like the course of hours, but I remember like the 3rd one, I was like, oh fuck, I'm tired, because I didn't sleep very much last night, and I woke up pretty early because I wanted to try and get the little things I wanted to cook or whatever, get those done, and you know, it's just been like late enough that I'm like, God, I'm so fucking beat. And the time in between sleeping, waking up, and then having to do stuff again or whatever. Man, please stop. Please stop, Jameson. Very, very many hurting me. There you go. These asshole mobs are no joke, man. Get hurt. Quit spitting filth at me, man. Shit's gross. 6 feet. Back up, bitch. There we go. What did we even get? Ethereal pomegranate restores 50,000 health. Great. Here we go. Let me eat this sweet pomegranate. I bet Trulius hates White Claw's fucking slogan. It's like you get like that, no laws when you drink claws, which is not their slogan, by the way. I don't think it ever was. God, I hope not. I can only imagine that. I can only imagine the legal recourse on that one. It's just like no laws when you're drinking claws. It's like, but the commercial told me there was no laws. It's like, yeah, well, that's maybe you shouldn't listen to advertisements for basically what the law is. Thanks for playing, you crazy person. I think that was a just a joke, thankfully. Well, no laws when you're drinking claws. That dude's like Naruto running. Good for him.
Sense our prey's overwhelming fear.
Here goes the Deathwalker boy. How do you do, Deathwalker? Where you going? Where you going there, buddy? God damn it. I need one more pristine Deathwalker paw, and then I can turn all this in. Well, technically I can't, so I guess let's go ahead and turn in this part.
The apex predator.
I still have to go hunt Yoshi the Merciless or some shit. I did, Dez, and then I flew into this area, and I realized that, like, I forgot Bleeding Hollow is, like, crazy faction imbalance sometimes. Especially depending on how they do the sharding. Like, every person I saw for, like, a mile was Alliance, and I was like, well... I was like, I'm in a lot of trouble because I can't fight like a million people. I was like, also, I am like trash with my Death Knight right now. I've got to get centered on it for a while. Like at the beginning of BFA, like I'm familiar enough with the concepts and how Rogue functions that I was able to just kind of like stick with that and roll. But I think I'm pretty used to Frost too. I mean, a lot of classes come down to build spend to build spend to build spend. That's just like their cycle. So. Just as it turns out, some are more entertaining than others. Ugh. Merry Christmas, everybody! Hooray!
Paralyze a soul with fear,
Jesus, this might end up being one of the shortest streams I've done in a minute. It feels so bad. I'm just.
I can sense the traitor's fear.
Oh, that's the worst.
The decrepit
oh my god. All right. Let's see what we got here. We gotta go to hunting trophies, which was actually not even part of that quest, as a matter of fact. That's interesting. It's okay. Once I actually start dozing off is when we'll stop. So I remember, oh, fuck, what night was that? There was a night. I can't even remember it. We've been going for like 4 or 5 hours. And it was one, which wasn't even that long, but I remember laughing because like after the fact, I think I no shit fell asleep for like 10 seconds. And I don't think anybody noticed because I remember this is like when the camera was off centered a bit and I like leaned over. And I leaned off cam, and I was there for a second, and I don't think anybody made any, like, they didn't make a big deal about it at all. Like, I don't think anybody noticed. And I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, God, I just bombed out hard. What is this? Jigakuro said, Nick, why you play WoW at a holiday? Do holiday game. Here, do your turn. Fucking, he sent me Chicken Invaders 4. And hang on a second. Not just Chicken Invaders 4. Also, the Thanksgiving edition. Good Lord. Good Lord. Like, just the names of those alone are a treat. Thank you, Jigakuro, for sending them to me. Yeah, no, I just remember bombing out for like, and like I popped up, I was like, oh God. I was like, how long was I out? And I looked at the clock, I was like, oh, thank God, that was like 10, 15 seconds. But yeah, no, my brain just shuts down hard. From Heaven's Ward? Oh, I don't think I really remember that one.
Welcome.
False Prophet with the 33 months. How you doing, False? Welcome to the charmingly simple Thanksgiving stream. How are you doing? So apparently that's not just I think they've enabled pre-roll regardless of whether or not you're subbed, which is just, frankly, the worst. Those Warglaives look great. It's one of the new ones. I don't think I want to Geronimo down into that, but just Geronimo. Just jump. I think you can take this back around. It's like, please don't move again. I don't want to die. Oh no, I think the wall is broken over there. Like right at the left of like Darkhaven or whatever. So I think I have to take a... I think I have to go down to that, wherever the little crossroad kind of hub is, and then take that path all the way down. I'm pretty sure. I'm not like a. I don't normally fall asleep anywhere other than like when I'm trying to actually sleep. I can't even do that sometimes. But what I'm saying is like, I don't think I could ever fall asleep like driving or anything like that. Like, I also know though, like when that shit starts, and I feel like I'm getting really, really, really tired, and I mean like really bad. I just assume like pull over or whatever, just lay down for a little bit, because like you can do that. I mean, nobody, what are they gonna do? Arrest you off on the side of the road or whatever, like a little rest stop, and just rest in the car for a little bit, even if it's like 20 minutes. Sometimes it's just recharging the brain ball, you know. You gotta give it a fucking second to breathe. Yeah, it's like my body will not let me fall asleep in like any situation other than laying down, and half the time I can't even do it then. Like I have a really hard time falling asleep on chairs and like all that stuff. Like it's extremely difficult. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna keep trying it. Definition of insanity right here, baby. What we need to do is we need to try to get in that crevice. Try to noodle in there. I don't know what that's like. What actually hit me? Okay, so the thing that hit me was Sin Lash. God, just slapped the shit out of me there. I did that once. Cops absolutely did pull up behind me with lights. Came up, bothered me about what I was doing. Nothing really happened. Had to move on. I think it depends on where it is. Like, I think you can do it at rest areas. I don't know. I've never had to really do it that much, but you fall asleep standing in the shower. I'm sure most people have gotten to that point where you either felt like you were about to or you did. Simply because, I mean, like, that's just half the time when you're waking up is, you know, like when you're showering and stuff, you know.
Every soul can be redeemed if it desires to be. Denathrius has blinded you. I will open your eyes.
Come in them eyeballs. Being imbued with Venthyr magic from the accuser. Oh shit, we got a Shadow Womp.
Take this power. Consider it a sign of trust.
Oh man, that looks really cool. Like that looked really awesome. You know what that is? It reminds me of do you guys remember how the blink functioned from Death of the Outsider in Dishonored? Looks a lot like that actually.
Have you come to confess?
Follow the accuser through the mirror and witness the truth of Revendreth.
We will be watching. Follow me, Mallwalker. You will see which side.
I love the red themed abilities and everything. It's gorgeous.
No atonement.
I was gonna, I don't know, like I really want Venthyr for the appearances, because like I really want to yeah, I really want Venthyr for the appearances, but I'm going Maldraxxus literally just for Abomination's Limb and Fleshcraft because they're really nice.
no sacrifice.
I'm ready. Let's
As I
go.
explained before, sire, we cannot rush such a delicate process. Anima harvesting demands finesse.
Our friend grows impatient. Recent events require us to expedite our efforts. See it done, Minerva.
But master,
Well, what have we here? You really must be more vigilant about uninvited guests, my lady.
sire,
My defiant
Wow.
accuser and her hapless mortal pawn. It is impressive that you discovered our little secret, if a tad inconvenient.
You deprive your own people of anima and inflict a drought upon all of the Shadowlands. Why?
The other realms would squander our most precious resource. That won't do. Rest assured, this anima will serve a higher purpose. But I fear you will not survive to witness the glory to come.
I will deal with them, sire. Harshly.
Of course you will.
I will deal with them. Look at this shit. What's going on in Revendreth? My God.
Deal with these intruders.
These floaty ass crazy people just doing all kinds of silly junk.
By my side.
Oh, we going in? All right, we getting thick. Nice. Good. And we got like Legion levels of haste. This is good. Oh yeah. Oh, just slap it. Yeah. Perfect. Denathrius is yeah, he's an interesting character actually, because like he's definitely a piece of shit for sure.
Give up, accuser. The master will crush your pathetic resistance.
Oh, does evil add like temper? That makes sense.
Even without a medallion, you still stand.
God, why so tired?
Prove most useful to the sire.
You should be running.
Just want to play video game, hang out for Thanksgiving. Okay, I mean, there's always tomorrow too. Like, it ain't like this is the last stream we get to do. God, that'd be morbid if like something happened. Man. I guess if that was the case, we gotta live life to our fullest, I suppose, because it's like, I just wanna play a video game. I just wanna play a video game. Just wanna play a video game. All the time. Every day. I've officially gone crazy. And it's not just because like I normally sing that like a crazy person. I think it's because like I'm out here and I'm kind of feeling it.
Go. We need
You
to
know?
leave now. No.
Thanks, accuser. Bye. Bye. I feel bad we had to leave her there.
No forgiveness without a tongue.
Is that a video game frying my brain?
I must alert
Just because I don't run. Let's take a look at the animation for this, because it really does look like the Dishonored shit. Look at that. Last time on that's pretty lengthy. I need to again. The pros and cons right now is Venthyr like is visually is everything I want.
Breakers will find
Maldraxxus and the Necrolords will. The visuals are okay, but I prefer their abilities right now. I think it's also because Fleshcraft is just kind of like fire and forget. It's also got the grip mechanic to it, which is nice. That's why that's decent in PvP anyway. Oh, go fuck! Run off an edge.
You will find no safety. Scour the entirety of Revendreth if we have to.
I just wanna play
Control your
Revenge.
past. Fortunately,
Wait, is that the accuser again? How the fuck did she get out? She's over here chilling, just like getting lit on fire by like 50 different things in there. She's like, alright, that's cool. I just casually walked out of there.
Raytal, we do what your mission is critical. The trap must be set properly if we hope to succeed.
We will await you at the manor.
Yeah, I could picture them doing maybe like a, you know, like everything's like tied to that covenant. So if you, all the abilities and all that stuff, and then like the cosmetics, and it takes about 2 weeks to fully change your covenant. Like you can change your covenant, but you know most people probably pick it and just stick with it unless it, like a dramatic change happens. I think what was I gonna say? I don't even remember. Yeah, I think there'll be a patch where it's like, oh, we're gonna unify the covenant. We're like basically have to bring everybody together, and there's gonna be, you know, a way then to maybe mix and match or something like that. You can use like the Venti or like class ability, then you can use like the, you know, knife face signature ability or whatever. You know, what I'm saying is I think they'll definitely run a patch at some point that's like bringing all the covenants together. Or they won't. They surprised me with something last night or 2 nights ago or whatever that was. I was like, wow, I can't believe they'd actually done this correctly.
I cannot get any readings on them.
What do we do? Oh, right. My brain just likes to get. Yeah, I can totally see them doing a big old hoopla about, oh, here you go, we're gonna do unification for all the covenants because you guys wanted to pick and choose or whatever. And that way they could kind of back it up with a story reason. Or they won't do it because maybe that just would end up making it even harder to balance, because then like you're having to deal with the variables of like, oh, okay, well if they have this Kyrian thing and then they have this, you know, Necrolord thing, and that the synergy between those two makes a massive spike in DPS happen. What are you gonna do, right? Then he stood out to me. It's all the Maldraxxus shit. Like that was it. I had a feeling I was really gonna like all their abilities more than anything else. Venthyr visually, I mean, like you can't really beat like Swarming Mist, where it's just a big red mass that's just eating on everything. You know, so you can't really miss out on that, especially.
It seems the prey has foolishly sought their prey.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch this later to make sure like I didn't say like genuinely crazy things, because like I'm hitting that point where like my eyes are crossing. That's no bueno. I don't think of any. Honestly, the Kyrian stuff. Like, I actually don't mind the Kyrian's like covenant ability. It's just I think it was the fact that Shackle the Unworthy. It was just a button you push, and it's kind of it. Like you just hit the button, and like especially with the AoE component of it, it's like just pray that it jumps, I guess, or whatever. I mean, if it does, then yeah, it does pretty good damage. But like you having to rely on like something completely random to do your AoE damage does not seem fun. Not that you'd be completely reliant on it. Naturally, you have your own abilities, but it seems like a lot of the Covenant stuff and Soulbinds and all that, you know. You can change things up a lot to kind of suit your needs or whatever.
Have you seen the Maw Walker? Speak now, or I bleed you dry.
Oh, hey, there we go. Lady finally showed up.
Has foolishly sought their predator.
Yeah, I should probably stop here soon, so that way, in case the nonsense I do speak doesn't get too bad. I at least was gonna try to do 3 hours, but that's okay. Like I said, we got tomorrow. I actually thought about doing a little EU stream tomorrow too. Just because if I lay down soon, I'll be awake pretty early, so I'll maybe poking around doing like an EU stream for a day after Black Friday EU stream. Here we go. But yeah, I'll be that here in a sec. Heck is that? Tactician. Oh, why are they turned to sweet stone? I was gonna ask why that thing was a Arakoa, but it's not. I think those just use the same model as the Arakoa. No, not normally does. They're okay if they're just like some passive increases or whatever, but if it's something that's like a setup for, you know, like sometimes you need like really good on demand like AoE damage, and if that's somewhere you got to count on an ability going off or whatever, that's not very good. What's this Skrelch up here doing? I'm sorry, is that thing's name just Pain? Sweet name, bro. Sweet name, gamer. Dude, what would you do if you met somebody that named their child Painstorm? It's just like, oh man, your kid's so cute. What's his name? Be like, oh, it's Painstorm? I'd be like, oh, I suppose that's not illegal in every country to name your child something stupid. Lord knows a few places have done it. You're gonna have to ask the question. You're like, what gets defined as, you know, a name that's just like absolutely terrible or whatever.
You reveal your location to me. Your end comes.
Our scouts have spotted the Fearstalker on the road to Dreadhollow. Finish your preparations quickly. And their brother Bonestorm. Oh Lord. Oh, Bonus Stormy. Yep. I'm definitely hitting that point. I legitimately don't even know what I said the past like 20 minutes. I deeply apologize that this is like shorter than we normally go, but I am actually falling asleep. We're just a hair under 3 hours, but I'm really glad we got to do some of this and hang out for a few hours, because I hate not getting to do stuff like this. So I'm really glad we got to do it. We'll probably do an EU stream tomorrow if I'm like alive at that point, and we're also gonna do something tomorrow night too. So thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for being here, and thank you for coming to spend some Thonk Give together. It's super fun. Thank you all for chatting and hanging out and donating and subbing and being super understanding. I am crazy fucking tired. Like, this is like the most tired I think I've been in a minute. But I'm gonna lay down. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you all had a good thonk. If you do, wait, what? Bang confirmation. Anyway, if you just got here, you can rewatch the beginning of the VOD. We talked a little bit about stuff that was important, I think, and I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you guys for popping in. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.